Hey everybody, welcome back to George Does Stuff. I'm George, I do stuff. I am the proprietor of the worst knife review channel on the internet. Prove me wrong, I dare ya. Before I get started, as always, I would like to thank all my subscribers. I don't ask anybody to subscribe to this channel. Why would you? Why would you do that to yourself? But for those of you who do, who endure my silliness, I cannot thank you enough, and I hope I entertain you. And for those of you who are not subscribed, I hope I entertain you too. It's okay. This is supposed to be an entertaining channel. It's not. We don't take things too seriously around here. That being said, there's a serious story behind this knife. I have to pause the video now, and through the magic of editing, I will be right back. So this knife is kind of a special knife in that I got through Amazon Vine a bunch of these knives for free. I won't get into the whole Amazon Vine thing. I've talked about it 1,000 times. So it turns out that I was pronouncing this incorrectly when I first got these. These are not HOKC knives. These are actually pronounced NUKER knives, like N-O-K-X or N-O-X, whatever you want to do it. It's NUKER is the way it's pronounced. It is a theoretically Russian-based company. I've had some of my subscribers tell me that are actually Russian that these in Russia these are actually pretty good knives, but these particular knives aren't really associated with the actual Russian knives, which I find easy to believe. Anyway, I digress. So I reviewed a knife called the model called the Cougar, which I'm in love with. This is the Cougar. It is a absolutely colossal knife. It is gigantic. It is insane. It uses flathead screws, which nobody uses. It uses like torque, like 0.0, super small. Anyhow, but it's got a great action. I like the way it looks. It's a very comfortable giant knife. It's D2 steel, and I got this knife very sharp on Kuramatsu stones. So this is one of the first knives that I was actually able to sharpen completely freehand. No machine, and this knife is plenty sharp. I love this knife to death. So that being said, one of my subscribers, at least I think he's a subscriber, he or she, I don't know. I'll try to mention them at some point in the video, or I'll link their, or maybe I won't. I don't know. I want to put them on blast. You know who you are. Let's do that. And they said, you got to get the NUKER. It's like, if you like the Cougar, you got to get the NUKER. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm down. I mean, you know, I'll spring for a $60 knife because I've been very happy with these Knox knives in general. And so I bought one. I got it. It was on sale for $55. And when it arrived, it was a Cougar. Now, there's a different version of the Cougar out there. I might have a picture of it somewhere that I'll put up here somewhere. But it was the Cougar. It was not the NUKER. And so I promptly sent it back to Amazon and I had them do an exchange. So I wanted them to send me another one. And when it arrived, it was the Cougar. It was not the NUKER. And I was like, okay, great. That's wonderful. That's 2 for 2. So we're getting pretty late in the season now. So now Black Friday hits. So now this knife drops from $55 to $39. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to get it. I'm going to buy it. 39 bucks. Pow. So I order it. And the NUKER shows up. Or the Cougar shows up again. I'm like, are you serious? So I just bought another one. Just flat out bought it for 39 bucks, or I think it went back up to 55, and the NUKER actually came that time. So I sent this knife back, and I got 55. Anyhow, I ended up getting it for $39, which is what I was supposed to do anyway. So anyhow, I got this knife 4 times before I got this knife. I don't know why Amazon. And by the way, every time I got, and it wasn't obviously it was a different model than this. Every time I got it, I think it was the actually same knife because they all came opened. None of them were actually sealed. So yeah. So I love this knife. I wouldn't mind having another one, but yeah, not when I'm trying to get a different knife. So here is, after a long delay, the NUKER. Now, I have opened this just to make sure it's the actual knife, but I haven't taken the knife out of the plastic. So we are going to unbox this together. The NUKER by Knox Knives. Ooh, yes. No knife unboxing is truly an unboxing until you get the silicate gel. Numbers. All right. So you can kind of see this knife is different than the Cougar. Well packaged. It's got the tip, the protector. That's important because they did a really good job of that packaging. Check that out. Wow. Hey, that's a shaped. That's a very shaped. Look at this. It's a two-parter. Way to go, China. I mean Russia. This is a Chinese knife. That's a really nice. It's kind of a thicker material. Very well done. All right, so I can't tell if that is. Oh, it's got some oil. Okay. I mean, that blade looks really gummed up, but that's okay. I believe this knife is actually in D2. Yeah, it is. It is in D2. Let's see if I can get that in focus there. I seldom ever do, which is why this channel is just the way it is. So hopefully you can see that. I'm looking at a teeny tiny screen, so hope you can see that. That looks like, there we go. That should be in focus. All right, cool. I'm going to pause for the cause, and I'm going to try to clean this edge up a little bit because, boy, it's just gummed up with gook. All right, now we're back. Okay, so don't look at that. Yeah, so now finally we have this knife, and the blade is it is clean. You can really see how nice that satin finish is on there. Really good looking. Now that it's not just caked over with grease. Now it's good to oil your knives, but you don't have to grease them. You know, this isn't a machine gun. You don't. You do not have to grease your knives. Oil is just fine. And this is D2, which is actually a semi-stainless steel. So it's okay to just oil it. You don't have to grease it. The edge feels nice and fine. It's really thin blade. This should be an excellent slicer. To the gentleman that suggested I get this knife, hats off. This is a great looking knife. I really like this design. You know, I am a huge fan of smaller knives, which this is not. This is a very big knife, but it's a good looking knife. There's something about these Knox knives that they kind of ring a bell for me. And you know, the funny thing is that I thought this was a wood inlay. This is actually G10. It's just two-tone. It's got a black with a brown center. At first look, it looks like wood, but it's not. It's got great texturing to it. Very well done texturing. Feels really good. Very, very rock solid pocket clip. Possibly a little tighter than I'd like, but it's not completely deep carry, so you'll still have this much of the knife sticking out of your jeans. So if you're trying to hide it from people, it's not going to work very well. It has the rare dual lanyard hole. I'm not sure why anybody needs more than one, but hey, there you go. You got options now. It is reversible, I'm proud to say. Good job, Knox. That looks really good. And yet again, we have the use of flathead screws, which I totally do not understand. That is just insane. D2 blade. Pretty good jimping. Initially, I thought that wasn't that good, but now after I've run my finger over it, it catches pretty good. It's not hyper aggressive, but it definitely does what it's supposed to. Love the flipper design. I love flippers, and I love that it gives your finger extra protection. So if you slip up, you're not gonna hit that. There's a little bit of a sharpening choil, not a whole lot, but enough to give your knife some life to it. And a huge swedge, just a giant swedge, almost all the way to the tip, which kind of thins it out, gives it a look that's a little bit thinner than it actually is. But at the blade, it is a very, very thin at the edge, which is great. You know, it makes it a little bit more delicate, so you don't want to chomp, use this to baton or anything because you're gonna snap in that blade, which you don't want to do. But no, it's really good. I really like the shape of the handle. Again, this is a big knife, so you can see how much handle I have hanging off the edge. Like I said before, really good G10. Nicely textured. It feels really, really good in hand. You can get up in there. I'm partial finger choils. This one doesn't have one, but still, I mean, there's so much edge to work with. I'm really looking forward to cutting some phone book paper with this. But we gotta wait. We gotta do size comparisons. I'm gonna have to put the dims up. You put the dims up. I need to put the price up. The price on these tend to vary wildly. Day to day, they can swing. I'm going to say a few more times. And I think now we're to the point where we need to do a size comparison and see where this compares with other knives. All right, so we'll start off with our most, we'll turn this way so we have our pocket clips pointing the right way. So we have our PM2, which is not even close in size to this. And well, we got it out. We might as well take out this monstrosity. Oh, wow. Is this actually, wow, this is almost the exact same size as the Cougar. And the Cougar is a gigantic knife. It's like an 11-inch knife. I didn't realize that the NUKER was that close in size. I mean, that is really, again, folks, this is not scientific. I just line these up as best I can. But I will tell you that it looks like it actually has more usable blade due to the curve. I mean, that is a really, really big knife. I did not think it was that big. But hey, you know what? This knife I love, so let's see if I might love that knife too. I'm sure that's English. We have the legendary X-Tuk, which I love dearly. I guess we'll try to do these butt to butt, so you can really get an idea how big this knife is, because this is not a small knife. But I love it dearly. Got our PM2 going away here. We'll take out the Compadre. I'll try to open it. I love that knife. I need to carry it more. And our favorite automatic, our Marketech LUDT. Again, these knives just look like little silly children in comparison. This is a really big knife. It's that big knife, big knife. All right, and last but not least, we have the Deca Hogue. I should have taken out some fixed blades to compare this thing to, because it is a colossal knife. And we will do the full-size Kershaw Iridium. Looky there. And you can see, I mean, all these just look absolutely ridiculous in the shadow of this giant beast. But I'll tell you what, I think I bought it for $39, whatever. I'll put the price I paid up there. Just a fan. Ooh, I do not like doing that. Do not touch your edge to another knife. It's a bad idea. But yeah, I mean, the blade design's great. The fit and finish is really good. I'm not crazy about using flathead screws. I think that's the dumbest thing you can do. I do not like these teeny tiny hex or torque screws. I'm not sure which they are, because I haven't tried to take it apart. But other than those details, I mean, the overall design of this knife is good. It's actually really well balanced. I mean, that's just behind the choil there. I mean, and it actually feels kind of light. It feels much less substantial than the Cougar. Let's see how she cuts. I think I have a good idea how this is going to go, but let's see. Yeah, that's exactly, wow. That is exactly how I thought this was going to go, folks. This is a big, sharp knife. And it really just plows through that with no problem whatsoever. Fantastic. That is fantastic. And it's like I said, because that blade is so thin, I mean, it just lends itself to being just a really, really good chopper. Or not chopper, slicer, I should say. And absolutely. Wow. That's, I mean, I might just, for the halibut, just take it over a ceramic stone, just like for a couple quick passes, and then strop it, see if I get a little bit more out of it. I mean, I will tell you that excuse me, like clean this up. The OCD knife reviewer. The grind on that is really thin. The bevel is super. I mean, it almost looks like, I don't know, but I mean, that's an incredibly thin bevel right there. I mean, of course, it's an incredibly thin knife, but I mean, it seems like they put a decent angle on that. But yeah, I really like this knife. I am flabbergasted. And for under 40 bucks. This is if you want a big, silly knife. I guess it's not that silly. If you want a big knife that works, this is good, man. It's D2 steel. It's very well finished. It looks really good. There are some questionable choices and fasteners. I mean, we're not a big fan of flathead screws on this hemisphere, but it's pretty smooth. It flicks open really easily. It doesn't. The flipper is very small, and it's kind of weird where it's located at the very end of the knife, but it absolutely gets the job done. And not the easiest access to the liner lock, unfortunately. That's the only thing. The action's a little bit gritty, not terrible, but there's 0-bit blade play, which is amazing for a blade that's, I don't know, 6-7 inches. I don't know how long this blade is. I'll put it up there. It'll be in the stats. But yeah, I have to say, all in all, great suggestion to the person that requested that I get this knife. Thank you. Great suggestion. I really like this knife a lot. It works well with its companion here, and again, look at the difference in the side of the pivot. I mean, it's an industrial size. I mean, this really weighs much more than this does. I mean, this is substantially more than this. But anyway, yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, this really kind of takes some cues from this, and I think actually refines it. So, the Cougar is an awesome knife. I think, if I were getting started, this is where I'd start. It's a less expensive knife. It's got a great design. It's a flipper, which I love, where this is not a flipper. If you saw my review of this is actually just just like a little bendy thing that's just meant to kind of push the blade out, and you can flip it in a way, but it's not what I consider a true flipper. But this is a true flipper, and it's got a great blade shape, and it feels good. It's light enough that you can carry it. It's not the 20 pounds that this thing weighs. And yeah, no, I like it. Thank you very much for the person who suggested this. Really like it a lot. And that is the NUKER, NUKER. And yeah, I like it. I like it, folks. All right. If you suffered through this video, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will talk to you soon.